Oh man.
The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
All right, my beautiful people, this is ERGJ, certified financial educator and founder of New Black Wall Street, back here with your morning New Black Wall Street virtual book club. We're going through the 48 laws of power, so hopefully you are doing well as we're going through this. We're in law number 20, and I think this is part 2 today. Man, you're going to learn today. Part 2 today, that's for me. Because today's episode is brought to you by True Detergent. That's right, True Detergent, black-owned and manufactured right here in the Atlanta area. We're doing free delivery to your doorstep. Just give us a call at 678-851-2400. That's 678-851-2400. True Detergent. Oh, let me move this. True Detergent is 101 ounce bottle for $15.15 per bottle. And here's the deal, guys. You're going to wash your clothes anyway. Hopefully you do. You're going to wash your clothes anyway. The question is, are you going to practice what you preach by circulating your dollar right back into your very own community and making the switch to True? True Detergent. Make the switch. Now we're coming to, man, we're coming everywhere. We got the whole East Coast almost on lockdown. I'm coming to, matter of fact, I'll be there personally. I'm coming to Augusta on Saturday, and we got our business partners be coming through the northeast side of town, northeast part of the country this week. We've got a big stop in Virginia. We've already got about half a pallet going in Virginia, and we've got some more stops as well along the way up to New Jersey and New York. So if you are in North Carolina, if you are in New Jersey, New York, you are in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Connecticut, we're going to be servicing you guys as well in Connecticut. And then the Virginia, the DMV area, anywhere on that whole 85 corridor. Hey, you want to get your True, right? We're talking about cases now. If you're talking about getting a case, you want to go ahead and give us up. You want to get a bottle, and we're going to talk about that another time. We're talking about those that are trying to get cases. We're going to go ahead and make sure we make that to you as well. For a case is $50. Of course, as you move up in bulk, then we will actually have a better price for you. So nonetheless, we got that for you. Now, True is actually doing an expansion drive as well right now, where they're looking to expand their brand, expand their products and services. They got 2 products they want to bring to the market. That's going to be the True Fabric Softener, and then also the True Clear, which is the fragrance-free and dye-free detergent. So they need your help right now. True is looking to raise $100,000. They currently have $15,034. They got 19 days left to go, so they need our help. Everybody put in the comments below, need our help. They need our help to do this, guys, so they can bring the products that we asked for. We asked for the fabric softener. We asked for the laundry detergent, the fragrance-free, the hypoallergenic detergent as well. We asked for that. So why not go ahead and participate? Now, here's how it works. It's a Kickstarter program, which means that, hey, what's going on, Cookie? Good morning. Which means that it's all or nothing. So if you pledge and they don't reach that $100,000, then your money doesn't go anywhere, right? It only goes somewhere if they reach that $100,000. So we're asking you to donate and share, right? You want to donate and share. That means that you want to go and make your donation, and then you want to share the opportunity with other people in your circle, in your network. I know you got a couple rich folk that you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and share, let them know what's going on. Maybe they don't know. I mean, I'm assume, I'm just going to be fair and say maybe they just don't know. Because I'm sure if they knew, right, if they knew, they would go ahead and stroke that check. But maybe they just don't know. Maybe, I don't know, all of our black celebrities, maybe they just don't know there's a black company that's trying to do something for its own people. Maybe they just don't know. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt today, because, that's what you got to do. You got to make allowances. Maybe they just don't know. So we're going to help them to know by donating and sharing, right? We want to donate and share. Now, tomorrow, in case you guys don't know, we have our Finance Your Own Freedom. This is me personally doing my contribution to Black History Month, or Black Wealth Month, what I like to call it. So what we're going to do here is that for those of you guys who are sick and tired of being sick and tired of your boss, and you're saying that, hey, I want to do what you do, EJ. I want to learn how I can freelance and start creating my own streams of income, how I can be my own boss. Well, I'm gonna help you with that, right? So what I'm going to help you do is to create your own blueprint on how you can fire your boss, how you can create a strategy, which means exit strategy means you're going to create a plan, And then we're going to actually going to show you how you can actually create multiple streams of income for yourself so that you can sustain yourself on your way to becoming your own boss. Or in other words, as you chase your dream. So if that's you and you're saying, hey, I want that, hey, you got to get this today. I'm going to extend the sale out till 2 p.m. today. No, till 4 p.m. today. 4 p.m. today. So if you sign up, I'm gonna extend it out to 4 p.m. today because we got to get ready, right? And we're already ready, but we got to get ready to meet and stuff like that. So if you're interested, you got till 4 o'clock to get your ticket. If you don't, hey, it is what it is. We made it available to you. It was available to you. So that's what's going on tonight. It's going down 2 hours of my time invested into my community. 2 hours of my time invested to the people who are serious about changing their life. That's exactly what we're doing. We are investing into our community. Now, also, we have the REIT investment session. That's going to be the real estate investment trust. That's going to be where we're going to be having that on Tuesday. So if you want to learn how you can actually invest in real estate without necessarily touching physical property, it's an alternative way to invest in real estate. Well, we have that available to you as well. We're going to be doing that on Tuesday. That's part of our Club Millie program. So, of course, you can join Club Millie and get a lot of this stuff included in your membership, or you can just go ahead and get a ticket and join us and pay your way, pay to play, right? So if you want to learn this stuff, you know what I mean? If you want to learn it, then you're going to show up. That's just what it is. Also, we have the planned presentation. So you want to know what Club Millie is all about. Well, on Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be actually rolling out our planned presentation to let you know, to walk you through the whole vision, the whole plan, and everything that we got going on. Yes, we're going to have an investment club. Yes, we're going to have a real estate division. Yes, we're going to do peer-to-peer lending. Yes, we're going to be our own bank. Yes, we're going to become our own Shark Tank. Yes, why? Because we're going to learn how to raise capital ourselves. And so if you want to learn that, you want to be a part of that movement, I don't know why you wouldn't want to be a part of it. Well, if you want to be a part of it, there you go. Click that. Get your free ticket Wednesday or Thursday so you can come hear about the plan. It's something about a man with a plan. When you have the plan, if you just have the plan, you can show people exactly where you're going. Oh, my God, how can we not get there if you just have the plan? And then on Thursday, yes, Thursday, we got our CPA coming to speak to us about taxes and how to turn your lifestyle into a tax deduction. So if you got any questions about taxes, any questions about your deductions, well, we got somebody that's coming to speak to you on Thursday. You can go ahead and sign up for that as well. Again, of course, if you are a Club Millie member, you get that as part of your membership. If you are not, then go ahead and get that ticket. Click that button, go and get that ticket so we can go ahead and collect them funds for you. How about that? How about that? Yeah, how about that? So anyway, if you are representing Club Millie this morning, I know I got some Club Millie because we are early risers. We the early birds that get the word. Go ahead and put in the comments below hashtag Club Millie if you are a Club Millie member and you're watching this morning as we get into what we're going to talk about today, which is power. Talking about the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Of course, if you're interested in this book, you can go get it at www.ergj.net, www.ergj.net. Scroll on down to the recommended read section. It's way on down at the bottom, right? But you can scroll down there, click on that, and you can actually get it through me. And if I recommend it to you and you like the book, why not get it through me? So we're going through the 48 Laws of Power. What's going on this morning? Good, Justin. How you doing, sir? Good morning. Mr. Chess is in the building. I know we got some early Club Millie risers here. Yes, that's right. That's right. Cookies in the building. Early risers. We got to get it, right? All right, we see that worm. We're going to pluck that worm up out of that ground. We're going to get it. The early bird gets the worm. Cookie probably representing. All right, so last time, this is part 2. We talked about part 1, which was do not commit to anyone, but be courted by all. The law itself is do not be committed. Do not commit to anyone. Now, today, again, as I've said, the reason why we're reading this book is because we want to understand. Tasha in the building, we want to understand strategy. So everybody put in the comments below strategy. We want to know when we can apply the law for ourselves and use it as a strategy. But I would say the most important part is we want to know when this strategy is being played on us so we can always remain in the position of power. So we're going to talk about chapter 2. And when I started reading, I was like, oh, yeah, this is going to be a hot one here. This is going to be a hot one here. So part number 2, do not commit to anyone. Stay above the fray. Stay above the fray. So you want to put that in the comments below. Stay above the fray. Stay above, and while you guys are writing, I'm going to write it too. Stay above the fray, right? You want to stay above the fray. All right, maybe I'll write a little bit faster, you guys. Do not let people drag you into their petty fights and squabbles. Do not let people drag you into their petty fights and squabbles. Seem interested and supportive, but find a way to remain neutral. Seem interested and supportive, but find a way to remain neutral. Let others do the fighting while you stand back. Let others do the fighting while you stand back. Watch and wait. Now, I got to ask you this. Once again, I say this every day just about, but when you think about the people that you are following, your leaders or people that are influencers in your life or whatever, you know what I'm saying, these faceless wonders on YouTube, all these people, right? That's just like, you know, let me ask you this. When it's hit the fan and it's time to fight, do you think they're going to be fighting with you or they're going to be standing back and watching and wait? Woo! It's Monday, Evan. You got to start this month. Yeah, I got to ask you that. Do you think they're going to be fighting right along with you? Or do you think they're going to be standing back, watching and waiting? Again, we want to know when these strategies are being used against us, as long as when we can actually apply them. So when let others do the fighting while you stand back, watch and wait. It's a strategy in the book. Wow. So when fighting parties are good and tired, they'll be right for the picking. You can make it a practice, in fact, to stir up quarrels between other people and then offer to mediate, gaining power as the go-between. Gaining power as the go-between, right? They're going to be watching. They ain't going to be fighting with you, but yet they're your influencer. Think about that. I'm letting somebody influence me who's not going to even fight with me. Stinking thinking. Keys to power, man. To succeed in the game of power, you have to master your emotions. To succeed in the game of power, you must master your emotions. But even if you succeed in gaining such self-control, you can never control the temperamental dispositions of those around you. And this presents a great danger. Most people operate in a whirlpool of emotions, constantly reacting, churning up squabbles and conflicts. Your self-control and autonomy will only bother and infuriate them. You ever had somebody try to argue with you and you just absolutely would not argue back? Like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's, you know what? Matter of fact, the best answer I've ever given someone who always wants to argue is, you're right. Let them be right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You know what? You got me there. You're right. Eventually they're gonna stop, right? Because you're just gonna acknowledge the fact that they're right. Just let them be right, even if they're wrong. You're right, and that's gonna solve a whole bunch of problems. Just let them be right, because sometimes that's all they want to hear. That I'm right and you're wrong. I'm wrong. You're right. What's next? All right? Because regardless of who's right or who's wrong, I got to keep on moving with my day. You're right. You're right. See how that work out for you. Your self-control and autonomy will only bother and infuriate. They will try to draw you into their whirlpool, begging you to take sides in their endless battles. Good morning, T-Bone. Good morning, Wendy B. Right? Or to make peace for them. If you succumb to their emotional entreaties, little by little, you will find your mind and time occupied by their problems. If you succumb to their emotional entreaties, little by little, you will find your mind and time occupied by their problems. Good morning, Hope. I'm still waiting on my picture. Do not allow whatever compassion and pity you possess to suck you in. You can never win in this game. The conflicts can only multiply. This is why my block game is so strong. I'm just going to refuse at this point moving forward to be engaged in these petty squabbles and fights. Goodbye, Felicia. On the other hand, you cannot completely stand aside, for that would cause needless offense. To play the game properly, you must seem interested in other people's problems, even sometimes appear to take their side. But while you make outward gestures of support, you must maintain your inner energy and sanity by keeping your emotions disengaged. No matter how hard people try to pull you in, never let your interest in their affairs and petty squabbles go beyond the surface. Man, this is some serious stuff here. Give them gifts. Listen with a sympathetic look. Even occasionally play the charmer, but inwardly keep both the friendly kings and the perfidious Borgias at arm's length. By refusing to commit and thus maintaining your autonomy, you retain the initiative. Your moves stay matters. Your moves stay the matters of your own choosing, not defensive reactions to the push and pull of those around you. Slowness to pick up your weapons can be a weapon itself, especially if you let other people exhaust themselves fighting. Then take advantage of their exhaustion. In ancient China, the kingdom of Qin was once invaded the kingdom of Hsing. Huan, the ruler of the nearby province, thought that he should rush to Xing's defense. But his advisor counseled him to wait. Xing is not yet going to ruin, he said, and Xin is not yet exhausted. If Xin is not exhausted, we cannot become very influential. Moreover, the merit of supporting a state in danger is not as great as the virtue of, listen to this. The merit, listen to this, the merit of supporting a state in danger is not as great as the virtue of reviving a ruined one. How much better is it? Let's try to find a way to say this the best way. So bringing someone from the depths of despair and reviving their spirit and their soul has much more virtue to it than actually saving someone from going down that pit. It's funny. From going down, if you save someone from going down the road, it's not really remembered as much. It's not as powerful. It's important, but it's not as powerful. But if you raise someone up from the very bottom, that has eternal impact. That leaves them in a place where they will remember you forever, right? They won't remember you from stopping them from going down the wrong path, because that's kind of like, oh, I didn't go there. It didn't hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, you ever drive, right? You go somewhere and you pass something, and then 10 minutes later you hear on the news that it was just an accident. You're like, man, I just missed it. But you didn't get into the accident, so it doesn't really, it's not like, oh, well, thank God I didn't get the accident, right? It's just kind of like a bypass. But if you are in the accident and someone comes and pulls you out of the car of the burning fire, they pull you to the side, get you to the sidewalk, and brings you to safety, you're going to remember that person for life. And you're going to feel an indebtedness to that person for life. So I think that's why many of the people in our community, even though we're trying to keep them from going down the wrong path, there is really no sense of urgency. There's no sense of urgency for them to turn around, because they have yet to feel the heat of the fire. They have yet to get into that accident. So they believe that they're still indestructible, or they feel they're still safe because they haven't gotten an accident yet. And you're saying, hey, there's an accident waiting. It's coming your way. I'm trying to keep you from going down that path of despair, but you don't see that the accident is coming because you're in your own way. So they don't feel that you are as much of an asset yet until they get into that accident. So moreover, the merit of supporting a state in danger is not as great as the virtue of reviving a ruined one. The advisor's argument won the day, and he had predicted. Juan later had the glory both of rescuing Shane from the brink of destruction and then conquering and exhausted Shin as well. He stayed out of the fighting until the forces engaged in it had worn each other down, at which point it was safe for him to intervene. Now, I want you to think about this. How many people, or how many times, but can you remember a time in our history, especially in Black history, where people have just been sitting on the sideline waiting on us to fight, waiting on us to protest, waiting on us to riot, right? So they can come in and intervene, right? They can come in and intervene, and then they make themselves look like the hero, the one that saved the day, all of this good stuff, and they get in the good graces of Black folk, right? Because they just been waiting for enough anger to rise up in Black people, or any group, right? Rise up on up, and then they come in and they act like they saved the day. Captain Save him, right? Captain Save him. That's what he does, right? That's what Captain Save him does. He goes, pulls the little prostitutes and the whores, and he pulls them up out of that despair, right? Right? That's what Captain Save him does, right? And they feel indebted to him, and then he turns from being Captain Save him to Mr. Pimp. Oh, he teaching today, huh? So Captain Save him pulls them out of their misery, pulls them out of their drown. They ain't even prostitutes at this time. They just are women who are just broken and destroyed by whatever life has come their way. He comes and pulls them up, brings them into his household, takes care of them for a while, and then Mr. Captain Save him becomes Mr. Pimp. That's how it works, right? And they feel indebted to this man, or to this man, right? Because he brought them from where they were, but he didn't take them anywhere. He brought them from where they were, but he did not take them anywhere. Woo! This is what holding back from the fray allows you. Time to position yourself to take advantage of the situation once one side starts to lose. You can also take the game a step further by promising your support to both sides in the conflict while maneuvering so that one to come out ahead in the struggle is you. This is what Castruccio Castriani, ruler of the Italian struggle of the Italian town Lucca in the 14th century, did. when he had designs on the town of Pistoia. A siege would have been expensive, costing both lives and money. But Castruccio knew that Pistoia contained two rival factions, the blacks and the whites, which hated one another. 14th century. He negotiated with the blacks, promising to help them against the whites. Then, without their knowledge, he promised the whites he will help them against the blacks. How often does this happen in history? And Castruccio kept his promises. He sent an army to a black-controlled gate of the city, which the sentries, of course, welcomed in. Meanwhile, another of his armies entered through the white-controlled gate. The two armies united in the middle, occupied the town, killed the leaders in both factions, and ended the internal war, and took Pistoia for Castruccio. Preserving your autonomy gives you options. Everybody put in the comments below options. Preserving your autonomy gives you options. When people come to blows, you can play the mediator, you can brew the broker, you can broker the peace while really securing your own interests. You can pledge supports to one side and the other may have to court you for a higher bid, or like Castruccio, you can appear to take both sides and play the antagonists against each other. I know that's right, at least in current day sorrow now. Oftentimes when a conflict breaks out, you are tempted to side with the stronger party or the one that offers you apparent advantages in an alliance. This is risky business. First, it is often difficult to foresee which side will prevail in the long run. But even if you guess right and ally yourself with the stronger party, you may find yourself swallowed up in loss or conveniently forgotten when they become victors. Side with the weaker, on the other hand, and you are doomed. But play a waiting game and you cannot lose. Play a waiting game and you cannot lose. In France, July Revolution of 1830, after 3 days of riots, the statesman Talleyrand, now elderly, sat by his Paris window, listening to the pealing bells that signaled the riots were over. Turning to an assistant, he said, "Ah, the bells, we're winning. Who's we, mon prince?" the assistant asked. Gesturing for the man to keep quiet, Talleyrand replied, "Not a word. I'll tell you who we are tomorrow." He well knew that only fools rush into a situation, that by committing too quickly, you lose your maneuverability. People also respect you less. Perhaps tomorrow they think you will commit to another, different cause, since you gave yourself so easily to this one. Good fortune is a fickle god and will often pass from one side to the other. Commitment to one side deprives you of the advantage of time and the luxury of waiting. Commitment deprives you of the advantage of time and the luxury of waiting. Let others fall in love with this group or that. For your part, don't rush in, don't lose your head. Finally, there are occasions when it's wisest to drop all pretense of appearing supportive and instead to trumpet your independence and self-reliance. The aristocratic prose of independence is particularly important for those who need to gain respect. George Washington recognized this in his work to establish a young American republic on firm ground. As President Washington avoided the temptation of making an alliance with France or England, despite the pressure on him to do so, he wanted the country to earn the world's respect through its independence. Although a treaty with France might have helped him in the short run, in the long run, he knew it would be more effective to establish a nation's autonomy. Europe would have to see the United States as an equal power. So you want to remember this. You have only so much energy and so much time. Everybody put in his comment below. I only have so much energy and so much time. You have only so much energy and so much time. So every moment wasted on the affairs of others subtracts from your strength. Every moment wasted on the affairs of others subtracts from your strength. You may be afraid that people will condemn you as heartless, but in the end, maintaining your independence and self-reliance will gain you more respect and place you in a position of power from which you can choose to help others on your own initiative. Again, you may be afraid that people will condemn you as heartless, but in the end, maintaining your independence and self-reliance will gain you more respect and place you in a position of power from which you can choose to help others from your own initiative. See, when you put yourself in a position of power, you choose where the money goes. You choose which organization to help. You choose where you can make the biggest impact in this world. When you put yourself in position of power, right? You only have so much time and energy. And my question today is, where are you going to spend it? Where are you going to spend your time and where are you going to spend your energy that's going to be the most effective for your day today? Carpe diem, seize the day. And the way that you do that, the way that you seize your day is by focusing your energy and your time on the worthwhile objectives of your day. Where are you going to spend your time? Where are you going to spend your energy today? And so that's law number 20. Again, the law is do not commit to anyone. Stay above the fray. And I think that's the most important part we want to get from this. Stay, and I'm getting it, right? I'm getting it. Because I want to be one to go in sometimes. But I got to learn how to stay above the fray. Everybody put in that comments below in capital letters. Stay above the fray. Now, here's your image. Here's what you want to imagine as it relates to what this law looks like. This second part of the law. It's a thicket of shrubs. A thicket of shrubs, right? So in the forest, one shrub latches onto another, entangling its neighbor with its thorns. The thicket, slowly extending its impenetrable domain. Only what keeps its distance and stands apart can grow and rise above the thicket. Only thing that stands its distance, right? Only what keeps its distance and stands apart can grow and rise above the thicket. And here's your authority. Regard it as more courageous not to become involved in an engagement than to win in a battle. And where there is already one interfering fool, take care that there shall not be two. Stay above the fray, right? Because a lot of people are going to try to pull you in. They're going to try to pull you into their misery. They're going to try to pull you into their problems. They're going to try to pull you into their issues, right? Stay above the fray, right? You got enough problems of your own, right? I got enough issues of my own. Now I'm not going to talk to you, not going to try to lead you and help you in this area that you're going, but you know, now it's getting a little bit too thick. And I got to stay above the fray. So when we get to chapter number 21 tomorrow's play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. Some people play this so good. Some people play that so good. Some people are like, man, I know how to make it seem like I'm dumb, but I get all the stuff that I need just by playing dumb. So we're going to talk about playing dumb tomorrow. Man, one of my managers was absolutely good at that. She knew how to play dumb, man. She was one of the smartest people in the whole company. When she played dumb, and she got all the information, she got all the training, she got everything that she needed to end up taking over because she learned this one strategy of how to play dumb. You don't always have to. You could be the smartest person in the room. That don't mean you got to act like it. We're going to talk about that tomorrow when we get into law number 21. Yeah, the 48 laws of power, man. This is how we get started. We're learning how to put ourselves in a position of power in this capitalistic society. We're starting to learn the strategies that we can use or that's being used against us as we move forward, right? So we want to always understand what's going on. We're raising our level of discernment. That's exactly what we're doing. Because I've been saying that the level of discernment is so low in our community. We're raising it just by coming to something like this. Right? Stay above the fray. Well, I'm ERGJ, your certified financial educator. And today's episode has been brought to you by Coral Oral. That's right. Black-owned and manufactured toothbrushes. Yeah, we got them going for the low. $5 for a pack. I'm working on shipping as we speak. We're going to start selling them tomorrow. How about that? So I can get everything taken care of. But I do got the pricing. If you are interested in multiple packs, I got that for you as well. I'll probably do a Coral Oral session for those that might be interested in learning how they too can become a distributor. I'll show you how you can do that. Same thing I did with True. And here's the deal. I can lead you to water, but I can't make you drink. This is a lot lighter product, so it's easier to ship, less expensive. And guess what? Everybody's got to brush their teeth. And the question is, are you brushing it with Coral Oral? With your own people, right? So that's the deal, man. Coral Oil, thanks so much for sponsoring today's show. And if you are interested in the future in actually sponsoring a show, I'm going to start putting together sponsoring packages because at the end of the day, I think it's important that you learn how to sell more stuff. So if you have something you want to sponsor and you want me to do that, I'm going to go on to work on some sponsorship packages so we can help you to sell more of your stuff, right? Get your stuff in front of more people. And that's how you do it, right? You just work with other people that already have a network, right? That already have a following, so to speak. And we're going to help you to sell more stuff and help you to launch, help you to brand, right? But it's going to take a little bit of investment on your part, right? You say, hey, I'm going to invest in ERGJ. I'm going to invest in what he's doing. I want to be a part of that. and I want my company to rise right along with them. So we're going to give you that opportunity. I will be working on. I don't know when I'm gonna work on it, but I'll work on it. I'm not gonna put a date on it. Yeah, I'm gonna put a date on it because it's a smart goal. So I have my sponsorship packages completed by Monday of next week. When we launch next week, I'll have those out saying, hey, here's what we can do to help the little you, right? If you're littler than I, then I'm gonna give you access to my network, right? If you're bigger than I, and you need to be giving me access to your network. But if you're littler than I, then I'll make sure that you can get access to my network as well. And that's how we grow. That's how we grow. We don't just grow individually, right? Me connecting to you. The community grows by our networks connecting to one another. There should be no reason why we don't necessarily need 50 million Black directories, right? If each community connected to one another, each network community connected to one another, then there'll be one house for all of the information. And that's it. We need some glue. And I'm a person that's considered glue. So anyway, remember this, guys, man, that it takes a village, right? It takes, matter of fact, I want you to remember this, that you've got the power. Everybody put in the comments below, I've got the power. You absolutely have the power. Now, whether you decide to do something with your power is another thing, but you do have the power. You have the power to go after your goals. You have the power to create the life that you want to live. You have the power to create wealth. You got the power to build. You have the power. It's up to you to use the power that you have. Well, guys, I want you to remember this, that it takes a village, and it starts with us. Let's build. Let's build. Let's build. Let's build as we climb together. Have a good day.
Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, build life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street.